Hey there, beloved Ascension pioneers. I'm just sitting here with myself, having a lovely evening, drinking my green smoothie, which is very good, very juicy, very yummy. And I decided to make a video break, which is not actually a break, but I was going through some of my automatic writings, which there isn't so many lately because I've been talking more to people and just being of service so much that I think I need more time to just spend within this week, and basically really Spirit is drawing me to withdraw more and go into meditation. But I was coming across this writing which is about my personal revelations, but it's about how we get answers and why don't we always get answers, and why sometimes we get certain answers that are not complete truth because we have to be guided into a certain situation that is there for us to experience. And I think this is really important for all of us in this path. So I decided to share this a bit of more personal note, but you know, maybe I'll cross over some of the points that are just for me. I don't know. But the question that I asked Spirit, this was this week when I was out on the local hill doing my writing, was, "Dear Spirit, what have I learned from my recent experience, and what am I still learning about? You know, thank you." It was about something that, you know, it's not just about my recent experience, my recent experiences, which were basically all in a way that, you know, kind of like this veil was placed around me entirely. Although at the beginning I knew through feeling, you know, about the certain situation, but why I had to go through it anyway. And you'll see through the writing what I mean. I think this is what many of you are experiencing as well. So, Spirit guidance says, "Beloved Polona, mostly what you have learned about and noticed is that you cannot receive answers through the I am about something that has not yet been experienced and learned. Because otherwise it would have not been learned at all, you know, especially if you're a wise one and you feel everything and you know what you want. And sometimes you just need that veil to go through the experience because on a soul level you have decided it so. You cannot investigate into a situation and the lesson until that lesson has been experienced and learned. And that is what you have observed yourself already. I already knew that before I wrote this. You can gain certain insights, of course, but only when there is something general in the questioning, not when there is a lesson needed to be learned. You know, especially if there's a relationship that both individuals need to go through in order to gain new spiritual insights and evolution. When this, in fact, was one of your most major lessons, or it was happening right when you were entering your solar return. I was. Not to mention your powerful Saturn return. It's true. Really powerful. You needed to know and experience about certain lessons directly from your own example, which is living it, so that you can help others to pass right through their own illusions. Basically, yeah, we go through illusions to experience them, to feel them, to know what others are also going through. And this is the path of the sacrifice when you're being of service to humanity. A lot of the times this is the path. There are many paths, they're not just one, but this is how I'm experiencing it. And I think a lot of Ascension pioneers as well. So to pass right through their own illusions where they still entrap themselves in fantasy dreams which are not the same as desires, which are visions of the soul. Beliefs and expectations that are not within the highest truth but societal patterning, especially the yearning that comes forth when someone is not yet whole and complete, which sometimes people experience. And you know, for instance, in relationship, that they crave for that in someone else. They think someone else will fulfill them, and this is the basic illusion, you know, that many people also write to me about when they ask for twin flame relationships. They think someone else is about to fulfill them, which is not true. So yearning that comes forth when someone is not yet whole and complete and can therefore quickly desire and long for something or someone to fulfill them externally. Everything you do and serve within, you need to experience, because this goes directly through the heart. And this is the way that higher knowledge and understanding come to you, through direct experience. For all of this, when we really live through the heart, it is the way of feeling, which is the way of the experience. This is the highest way of service when you consciously, on a soul level, decide to go through the same illusions as others, just so there can be a stronger, energetic breakthrough, a freeing of some sort. This experience helped you, for me, to feel, because your service comes directly through the heart. how others feel in such situations, and how they can still limit themselves through the lower instead of allowing the truth to reveal itself naturally. So many people ask me questions all the time, and they want answers, or they want to push them when they're not even there yet. They're not there for a reason if you're not hearing them, because you get them in divine timing. So sometimes when we push for things, we control them, and that's not coming from really trusting the Spirit and all life to guide us. So yes, the lesson and the initiation was that of surrender to the truth instead of allowing the control of the lower to take over. This is a huge initiation. You are also able to feel how certain individuals can still choose fear over love, and why it is so much easier for them to stay in the lower vibration, to really have compassion for that. Because you are a model of freedom, love, and truth divine. You serve as a major trigger to activate each soul that comes across to you, and each one has chosen so. You activate them into another state just by being you, and they can only receive this on the level they are ready to. That's right. You can push anyone, right? There are always seeds planted, though. Each and every one you have known, especially intimately, has gotten to a level higher than prior to your connection. Yay! It's always like that. We come into our lives, we interact, we exchange love. You serve them, and you see they also serve you, because each time and through each experience you grow stronger in your awareness, even though they do not follow you, of who you are, why you are here, and how you can improve your work of service. Because service is your main life goal, you need to go through very similar initiations that many Earth Masters have gone through before. You already are master in spirit, but now you're becoming, step by step, a master on Earth as well, as so many of us is. So bless this experience, hold it dear, but not too close, like attachment, to your heart, and walk towards even greater holding and merging, which is embodying the I am. This is the path you have chosen, and so it is done. Well, this last sentence especially explains a lot of us sometimes want to be freed, from this responsibility. And sometimes we think, wow, we kind of place this heavy burden on ourselves on a soul level. But it's not really a burden, because we wouldn't do it if we wouldn't be power souls, powerhouses. Sometimes we might all fall into moments when we feel that, maybe the all life, all this consciousness will give us lessons and tasks that we cannot undertake, which is not true, because we will always receive what we are truly ready for. So when you're so powerful, you might experience very deep initiations that might come forth with a lot of breaking through the veils, and this way you get to assist others through breaking, while helping them to break through their own. And this is why we're here. We're here to finally seek the light of the truth, to become it, to feel all the love that pours once you open to the light of the truth. And this is our only natural state anyway. So I hope this was able to provide you with a certain understanding when you go through your own challenges. And for instance, when you get answers, but when you already go through the experience, you have a feeling that you've been ripped off in a way. It's not true. Because sometimes, like I say, you need to go through the veil. Because if you knew everything, like for instance, if you remembered everything on a soul level right now, you wouldn't want to be here. You really wouldn't wanna, because that's why we have this veil, to keep walking, to keep doing what we're doing, because it's working. Just today I had this moment when I felt really vulnerable, because I have a lot of responsibilities lately, because the more big, more grand your mission is, the more people you have around you, the more responsibility you have and you carry. And so certain things that unfolded in my life have basically made me, be all by myself with everything. I have to take care of everything, and I just sometimes feel that there's just huge pressure. So after this feeling of vulnerability, I felt a bit like, what am I even doing this right? Although there's so much confirmation and so many love coming and gratitude from all the people. And when I felt this vulnerability, I was kind of like, mixing, I was shuffling the oracle cards, the life purpose. And they just, they popped, they kind of broke in two decks. And the first one that kind of, just that I came across was "You're on the right path." It just started feeling tears in my eyes, like Spirit one more time saying, don't doubt it. It's just the way it is. Sometimes it's not the easiest path to choose because there's a lot of responsibility and there's a lot of earthly tasks, especially if you're a divine messenger, but certain things you're dealing with are quite earthly in origin, and you have to do that too, and there's a lot of work that comes through it. And I will need some assistance in the future, so maybe I'll, give an ad. I'll ask for assistance. Maybe some of you have something to offer to me in loving service in return. Who knows, The paths of spirits are always very mysterious, and we might never know in entirety what is really going on behind that great veil. Anyway, keep unveiling, keep walking your path, and stay blessed, stay loved, and I love you all as well. Much love, my Ascension Pioneers. Take care. Bye.